COVID-19 Team 9 Ventilator by
Marcelo Fernandez.
Alonso Valenzuela and Katina Gutierrez.
So one of the things that we found extremely important through research was the airflow. We found that if this is not done correctly, it could damage the lungs and throat. It doesn't even help the patients recover. And in addition to that, it could develop lung-related problems in the future. The way this is done is shown on the graphic on the right. If we set the flow to on and off, as we see in that graphic, it shows how it should be done correctly. The way this would be done, well, basically through programming, it would use AI to adjust the flow to fit the patient's needs. In addition to this, it would also have a manual way so that doctors could adjust it. And I wrote the equation that it uses, so we take this into consideration while writing the code. For the mask, we found a very interesting design where instead of just covering the nose and mouth, it covers the whole head, and this makes it so the design is cheaper, has less air leaks, and it's made out of easy to obtain materials. However, there is one con where the air does not go directly in the lung. However, we will see another way to do that. For the circuit, we found an extremely good circuit that contained somewhat easy to get materials. You will see later in the presentation. And a pro of this is, every component in this diagram requires a small amount of power, has an emergency supply. So basically, if anything goes wrong or if the patient is in need of more air, if we see steps 9, 10, and 11, it creates an emergency so that the patient's lungs aren't hurt.
Hoses. So here we have 2 images, which are of the hoses that we found that would be the most appropriate for this use for a project. And these hoses will be directly connected to the gas pump that will be connected into the mask. And these hoses come from a company called Plastiflex, which makes hoses especially for medical use. So this would mean that these hoses are made specially for what we need, meaning that, as said here, the volume, the length, and the diameter given by the company would be perfect for the use. As well, we would not have any issues with the pipe since it is flow resistant and high crush resistant, meaning it's very durable. As well, it has a spiral reinforced and has smooth interior tubing, meaning that the air will be like better quality in a way. Now we have the air filtration system. So on the right, we have this padding, and here we have a couple of tubes, which is where we will include this padding. So this padding comes from a company called AF Pro Filters, which specializes in filters. Many of them are specially for air treatment. So after further research in the company's website, I found out that this filter, the one that's here, prevents bacteria, humidity, dust, and other contaminants away from the pipes. So adding this to the pipe directly would prevent, bacteria and other contaminants from actually going directly into the patient's mask. And both of this, I didn't mention it for the hoses, but both of these products can be bought directly from the company and ordered here to Mexico. The only issue would be the time it would take to get here.
As you guys have probably noticed, we've tried to make this project feasible so that we could actually do this in our current world situation. We decided to look into where we could get these materials. They're all listed here. The mask, there's a list to everything that is needed in order to create it and where to find it.